Today we're taking a look at the Air Jordan 3 White Cement Reimagined. What's up guys, BJ Kicks here. Welcome back to my channel Kicks on Kicks, where I review sneakers. Now today we've got another early look at what we might be seeing here in a couple of months with the release of the Air Jordan 3 White Cement from the Reimagined line. Now, honestly, the websites, the blogs have been calling these the Reimagined. I don't know if Nike's actually going to call these Reimagined, or if there's going to be the, Air Jordan 3 White and Cement. So, of course, I got an early look at these. I'm going to give you take a look at the shoe, a look at the packaging, and then I'll give you the some legit checking indicators. I'm going to point out the difference between this early pair, and what you can expect to see on your retail sneaker when they do release. So before I do that, huge shout out to the homies that sent this pair over for content, donated them to the channel. Their information in the description down below. Now, let's take a look at the shoe. We'll start from the bottom up and looking at this outsole. Here we go. This is your standard Air Jordan 3 outsole. You've got your fire red hits. You've got your gray hits. And you've also got this nice sail color instead of the white on the outsole with your Nike branding instead of Jordan branding, because this is an OG colorway with the OG treatment. So you got that Nike there. Very nice touch. Now, let's move on to the midsole and look at it. Basically, I don't know if you can tell because I got this light shining kind of bright, but it's a nice like aged sail colored midsole, just like you got on the outsole. And then that's broken up by this nice flat black that goes all the way around the sneaker. So that's dope. Moving on to the upper of the shoe. Let's pull out this one. Moving on to the upper of the shoe. You've seen a Jordan 3 before. For one, you got the iconic elephant print here on the toe, as well as the back heel ankle portion. You got your Nike Air on the heel tab. And you'll notice it's like an aged, like sail colored heel tab. That's actually honestly a nice contrast with the stark white that you get on the rest of the shoe. So on your mudguard, of course, you got the smooth synthetic leather. But on your true uppers, you've got this nice tumbled leather. Here, you've got some nice fire red hits on the lacelets or lace holes. And then, of course, you got your big embroidered Jumpman, also in that fire red colorway. Your sock liner is white, but under your tongue is actually red. And on your insole, you got a red insole with the black Nike Air branding sort of screen printed inside. So very nice shoe. And, let's take a look at the packaging real quick, because that's pretty much all there is to the shoe. So for your packaging, very similar to the Jordan 1 Chicago Reimagined. This, you've got your standard Jordan 3 box. Mine's a little beat up. They didn't double box it. So mine came with like this massive hole in the top of the box. But you can see that sort of distressed look to the shoe. Although my box actually is a little distressed. But anyway, so you got that. All right, this says Air Jordan 3 Retro Summit White, Fire Red, and Black. Just basically fire red. This was going to be $210 when it drops. I think that's wrong. I think this would be like $220. But anyway, that's the shoe. That's the packaging. And let's talk about legit checking indicators, because there are definitely differences. Definitely differences between this shoe, this early, sort of unauthorized pair, and the shoes that are going to hit the retail market. What's the release date on these? After a bunch of research, these are coming out March 11th, 2023. So you got a couple months. Like I said, this is a super early pair. These unauthorized pairs, you already know, this is not the real deal. And you can tell in a few ways. First, this hang tag is not going to come on a chain like we've got here. This hang tag should come on just a typical little plastic hanger, just like we got with the Fire Red 3s a couple of months ago. So that's what this hang tag should be on. But also, it came with this little information thing. I don't know if that's just something that like would be exclusive to China, even though no, because everything in here is in Spanish. So I don't think your shoe is going to come with this at all, unless you buy it in Argentina, Chile, Paraguay, or Uruguay, right? But let's talk about some more obvious differences between this and the retail shoe. First off, the elephant print. You may notice this elephant print is like super bold and just, you could spot it from miles away. And that elephant print is not supposed to look like that. It's supposed to look more like the elephant print on this Jordan 1 White Cement. But, you know, I digress. Besides the print being off, the cut and the placement of the elephant print leaves a bit to be desired as well. Other than that, you can probably tell this one just by the shape of the shoe, as well as where the elephant print falls on that shoe. The elephant print, the cut, the placement is typically a bit inconsistent, so I wouldn't call this the dead giveaway indicator. When I say this, I mean the thickness of the elephant print. But this elephant print is supposed to be a lot thinner and closer to how it is on this, the Fire Red Jordan 3s from this past holiday season. So it's supposed to be a lot closer to that. Instead, you got this. And like I said, the print itself is supposed to be, you know, a little bit lighter, a little bit more sparse. And the shape, oh, my bad. The shape of the shoe. You see how this one's like super bulky and this one's not? And you might not be able to tell that just because it's a white shoe and it's hard to measure thickness from afar. But I mean, there's a clear difference. This shoe is like a lot taller and just bulkier in general. Older Jordan 3s looked like that. And so I think the people who manufactured this had an older mold or, you know, older tech specs to look at. So all of that being said, there's a clear difference between these super early pairs, but I'm sure that as time goes on, as we get close to the release date, they're going to have new batches, as they call them. There's going to be new things to look out for, and they're going to be harder to tell apart from the real deal. So if you want the real shoe, just make sure you go to a retail store or go to a trusted source, because the farther we get from release date, the harder it's going to be to tell if your shoe is real or not. Because all this information I have, the manufacturers, they have it too. So that's a quick look at the shoe. I'm not going to do one on foot, but I will see you guys in another review video very soon. Let me know if you're grabbing these. You getting these in March when they come out? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.